Alrighty, hello. How are you guys? How are you? I am Cornisha. I'm your purpose and personal development coach, and I am live. I am live on YouTube. This is my very first live stream here. I'm so honored. I'm so blessed to be here for you guys to actually be in a position to where I can sacrifice and I can say, I do this daily. This is something that I wanted for so long. I'm going to adjust my camera just a bit. There we go. This is something I've wanted for so long. I've watched so many others transition into their dreams and actually be able to foresee certain things, manifest them, and walk into them. And in that, because I wanted that thing for so long, I'm at a place where I chose to make that my dream. I chose to make that my purpose and my mission because it's peaceful, it's lovely, it's a blessing to be able to say, I'm walking this thing on out. So, without further ado, we're gonna do it. We're doing it. We're doing it. So, who I am and what I do. I've said it on here before, but I want to make sure it sticks. I want to make sure you guys understand exactly why I do what I do, who I do it for, and I want to clarify the benefits and the perks of it. So in that, who am I? I'm Cornisha. I'm young. I don't have children. So, in that, I've always been so structured. However, I wasn't always happy. In me being structured, I was not always 100% happy. But I'm at a place where I can honestly say I'm doing that. I'm happy. And it's simply because I'm intentional. I'm living a life that has purpose. I'm living a life that has meaning. And speaking of that purpose and the meaning behind who I am and why I'm here, what I do, I'm a purpose and personal development coach. Last year, I took my life coach certification. In that certification, it gives you the different avenues that you're able to sit in and see where you can really thrive. And I realized I can thrive by teaching personal development. I can thrive by teaching how to live in your purpose. For so long, I always felt like that odd girl, the girl who she has all the opinions, she has all the personality, but she doesn't really execute what she says. Well, I didn't execute it because I was intentional about who I was executing to. And in that, I realized there's no point in executing if the audience isn't there. However, after so long of having that bogus perception, because that's what it wasn't accurate. After so long of having that perception, I realized that there actually is an audience out there for what I want to do, how I want to do it. The audience is there. However, what isn't there is my delivery. So in that, I chose to walk this thing out. And it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. I'm more peaceful. I'm more purposeful. I'm so much more happier. I'm at a place where you know how there's always those many distractions out there in the world. I'm at a place where I can honestly say no to those distractions without any form of guilt festering in me. And the reason why is because I know my purpose. I know my calling. I know what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do. And in letting go of what I'm not supposed to be doing while making room for the things that I actually want to do, I see the difference. And after you step into that new realm of being, that new realm of living, you begin to want that for everybody around you. So, in that, I chose purpose and personal development. That is my lane. That is my lane. So, that's who I am. That's what I do. what I offer. I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, she has all this content on YouTube. She's giving out the step by step on how to run your business, how to start actually monetizing the gifts and talents and transition that into an actual career for you guys that consists of you working from home or working in your own office versus working in somebody else's office. And I know there's plenty of people who are doing this exact same thing. However, this is my preference. This is what I want. And I know for sure everybody brings something different to the table. Everybody can attract a different audience based on their character, their verbiage, their delivery. So, because of that, nothing's going to stop me here. Nothing is going to stop me here. And I want to also be a demonstration to the confidence that can come with entrepreneurship, because it's always said, oh, yeah, and entrepreneurship is hard. You have to do this, you have to be self motivated. Yeah, you do, but it's not that hard. As long as you have preparation, you have discipline, you have a plan, and you execute that thing daily, if not more often than daily. Hey, you can do it hour by hour, minute by minute, post 30 minutes here, a live 30 minutes there. There is no rhyme or reason to how you have to do it, which is the blessing of entrepreneurship. So, even though I offer the free content here on YouTube, let me clarify that really quickly before we get into monetizing our gifts and talents. Why I do what I do here on YouTube in business, whether you're religious or not, the most wealthiest millionaires, billionaires, the wealthiest of the wealthiest, they believe in the strategy of giving back. They believe in the strategy of law of attraction. And they believe in the strategy of multiplication. So, because of that, we actually choose to serve others, to give back in our communities, or give back in whatever magnitude that we feel, simply because that will give us a greater setup for success. For myself, yes, I am a religious person. And with that being said, I know for sure one of the higher quality types of people are the servants. So, because of that, I choose to serve and I choose to trust God in my journey. And that's why I give away the knowledge that I give away, because this isn't all the knowledge that I know. So, the knowledge that's meant for me to monetize, I'll monetize that. However, I want to shift the narrative and be a demonstration of giving back. I want to shift the narrative and be a demonstration and create a wave of giving back and sharing the game, sharing the knowledge, sharing the options, because that's how we'll grow. That's how we'll create waves of success and not just create waves of glory days. Because at the end of the day, we all know those business owners, they pop their stuff on social media daily and they don't discuss their pitfalls. They don't discuss the hard days. And that's what gives us the misconception that it's all glory days when we're starting our journey and when we actually endure hardship in our journey. So that's why I'm here, to motivate you guys, to educate you guys, and to reassure you guys every single day that it's worth the transition. So in that, I offer free knowledge here on YouTube. I choose to serve you guys here on YouTube, but that is not all I offer. I offer the one-on-one coaching sessions. Those coaching sessions can come with discounts to the digital products that I offer, or I can just give you guys a percentage of the game included in that coaching session. So in the event that you need coaching on how to grow your business, I have products that can give you step by step on growing your business. If you don't want to invest in those products, I can give you a percentage of the knowledge listed in that actual digital product. and still give you the setup for success and the coaching that you need to walk through that journey. So in that, I offer one-on-one coaching. I offer digital products, and I'm here serving you guys. And that is not all. I am growing every single day. I'm evolving every single day, and I add to what I offer every single day. It's just, you know how it is. You can't speak too soon. You have to, what they say, move in silence. Okay. So that's my way of moving in silence. I'm not going to give you guys all of what I do, all of what I offer until it's all together, but I'm going to be there for you guys. I'm going to support you guys in transitioning your mindsets so you're not necessarily dependent on me to show up every day, but you can depend on the resources and tools that I provide you, because those are going to guarantee you the longevity in your journey. Okay. So, like I say, today's topic is monetizing your gifts and talents. Pretty much who I am, what I do. Again, I coach men and women on how to monetize their gifts and talents and transform those gifts, those talents into their dreams. I transform those dreams into their jobs. Okay. So, in that, first things first, to get you started in the process, you have to be able to define your gifts. You have to be able to define your talents. Know what that is. Do you know what your gifts and talents are? Or do you need to start beyond that? In the event that you need to start beyond that, I have one tool and resource off the top of my head that I can give you guys right now. There's a website, 16personalities.com. Start with getting to know yourself. If you don't know your gifts or your talents, you may not exactly know all aspects of you. So first, learn yourself. This is a process. So don't get upset because you don't have all the answers today or tomorrow. Get to know yourself. Go on 16personalities.com. It's free. Take the quiz so that you can learn who you are, what you like, what your pitfalls are in life, and go from there. In that, I guarantee you, I'm sure you're able to find something that you're good at, whether it's something tangible like cooking or cleaning or organizing. Maybe it's speaking. I know I have a sister who was always loud all of our lives. So because of that, she just has this gift of gab. And it kind of, I guess, rubbed off on me. That's why I'm here today. So in that, identify what your gifts and talents are. Take the necessary steps. Go back. Recalibrate. Sometimes we have to go back to who we were in high school. Go back to who you were in middle school. What was the thing that girl likes to do? What was the thing that girl, how did she like to show up in the world? And start there. I'm sure you'll find it, but you got to do the work. You got to do the research and know what exactly it is that you like and you want to do. I'm sorry, guys. My laptop is dying. So I'm going to try, without knocking my wax thing over, I'm going to try and plug this up real quick because I'm recording on my laptop and I want you guys to stay with me. We are back in action. We are charging. Okay, so first, you have to define your gifts and talents. Know what those are so that you know how to monetize those. You can't monetize something without knowing what you're making money off of, okay? So define that, get to know that. And sometimes it's going to take a season of just learning and growing. So in the event that you don't know who you are and what your strong points and strengths are, go to the self-evaluation playlist on this channel and start watching those videos so that you can evaluate who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. And in those, I guarantee you, as you begin to learn and grow and evolve and transition into a better minded person, you'll be able to identify those strengths. It was a process for me. So in that, it could be a process for you, and that's completely okay. That's completely okay. Number two, to monetize your gifts and talents, you have to evaluate the quality of those gifts and talents, because in monetizing those, we have to define the value. You have to add a monetary value to that so that you know what to charge. So if you have, prime example, a year ago, I thought that I was going to be this bomb wig maker. Okay, don't get me wrong. A year ago, I had the same injury I have now, but I didn't even consider my injury. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna be this bomb wig maker. I'm gonna sell ready to wear wigs online. That's something that is not offered here in my area. So because of that, boom, I found a solution to a problem that no one else really has in this area. So there is my way into entrepreneurship. However, the quality of my work was not as competitive as the women who had been in the game. That's a level of truth that a lot of entrepreneurs don't even embody, or they embody, or forget entrepreneurs. As an entrepreneur, you should embody that level of truth. So if you don't, that's an area of opportunity. But think about how many people in this world aren't even comfortable enough with vulnerability to say, you know what, I wanted that, but I wasn't even ready. You know, it's okay. It's okay to not be ready. It's okay to feel like you want something and uh so in that, I'm going to give you guys the game, but I'm going to give you the proper setup for success. And properly to monetize your gifts and your talents, please evaluate the quality of those gifts and talents so that you can evolve it if need be. I'm not saying evaluate it to pooping your cornflakes. That is not my motive here. I'm not wanting to diminish your value. That's not what I want to do. However, I want to help you identify the areas of opportunity now so that before you actually monetize your gifts, you know what the areas of opportunity are and you can work towards fixing those before you start. I know we all have seen the entrepreneurs who they go all in. And after going all in, especially with the oversaturated hair companies and all of the hair industry in general is oversaturated. So in that, how many times has us women been on Facebook and we see the bomb booming hair company, but some random person pops out and say the hair was matted, it shedded, it was bad, I didn't like it, and now they're beefing on Facebook, arguing back and forth. How many times have we seen that? I know I've seen it a dozen of times. So in that, in the event that they evaluated the quality of their gift or talent, evaluated the quality of the product they were offering, they would have been able to avoid that error. Or had they at least evaluated it, they would have been able to maneuver, have a proper setup and a proper system in place to be able to maneuver through that problem in the event that it presented itself. Okay. So, in that, please evaluate the quality of your gifts and your talents so that when the monetary side of it comes, you know how to properly value that. Okay. Number three, while perfecting and evolving your gift, your talent, research how they can be useful. Research the best way it can be utilized in that industry. Research who it will be useful to and how many industries you could prosper, how many industries could actually prosper and benefit from your offer. Think about it. Like I say, in selling hair, it started off as me just wanting to sell bundles, closures, and frontals. However, how many people are selling bundles, closures, frontals, even eyelashes? Come on now. We know there is a plethora of people who are doing that, and that's okay. The good thing is, in entrepreneurship, we know that there's money out there for everybody. Most entrepreneurs, the successful ones, don't have a scarcity mindset. So in that, being in an oversaturated industry is not bad. Marketing yourself and being strategic about how you correlate your value, how you correlate your product, how you correlate the solution to the problem, that's what's going to set you apart and make you successful. However, in that, I had to sit and think about, okay, how can I not steal the clients or whatever, but how can I actually gain the respect of the clients that I want to maintain long term? How can I do that? Well, I realized first I had to identify who I wanted to sell to. So that's important. You have to define who your target market is, who your target audience is. You have to also figure out how you can actually value your product verbally. I sell ready to wear wigs so that the people who need a solution to a problem and the women who don't want to deal with the overbooked stylist, they can apply their wigs. They're already styled, cut the lace, and move forward with their day with a ready to wear hairstyle. I had to sit and figure that out, and it did not happen overnight. It really didn't even happen in 6 months. It took me until this year to realize that was what I wanted, only to realize with my injury, I can't do that long term. So in that, you're going to change. Your niche may change, your target market may change, your product even may change. Your gift, your talent, what you thought you wanted, your initial baby in entrepreneurship may not be your long-term baby in entrepreneurship. So because of that, please know that changes are going to happen, but this is why it's important for us to take the steps that need to be taken so that as we grow and evolve, it can grow and evolve with us, so that when we start, we're starting and taking off. We're not starting and making all these changes while affecting all these different people who are depending on us to deliver what we promised them, and we're failing. We don't want that. We don't want that. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to walk you guys through the process of what I did to be successful, what I did to actually get to a place where I can coach clients, offer the digital products, and serve you guys here on YouTube, simply because I'm at a place where I can afford to do that. There are some entrepreneurs, even life coaches, that may feel like the level of knowledge you're giving away, I can't afford to give that away for free. I have to charge for that knowledge simply because I need the monetary consistency. That's utterly okay. So in that, you have to also make sure you're not comparing in your process. Comparison is the thief of joy. They say it all the time, and it's so true. You can't compare yourself to somebody who's in a season of being prosperous when you're in a season of hustling. You can't compare yourself to somebody who's in a season of growth when you're in your season of planting the seeds. You have to plant the seeds in order for your tree to grow. You can't compare yourself and try to do the same thing of the entrepreneur that's growing their business when you're planting the seed to start yours. Okay, so don't compare yourself. Don't do that to yourself. It's going to deter you, and you're going to have to pick yourself up and put you back together so that you can move forward after that. So avoid that step and don't compare. Just be diligent in your planning and preparation before you execute this thing. Okay, so again, you have to consider who your product or service or gift can be useful to, how it can be useful, and how many industries you can apply it to. With the hair company, with a hair company, you can have your actual clientele that buys the hair. You can have your clientele that buys your products that you use for the hair. They may not have extensions, but your products could be useful to people who have kinky hair, just like the kinky extensions that you sell. So, because of that, you have to see how many different industries you can use your one initial gift or talent, how many industries you can convert that to. You can have a hair company and convert that to the product side of it. You can tap into the lip gloss side of it and sell that. Many people, if they sell hair, they sell eyelashes, so you can do that. After that, just to expand and to bring in a lot of consistency on the revenue side, you could also implement what's the word I'm looking for? Like crap. I forgot the word I'm looking for. Pretty much you can start your own, I just had it, your own t-shirt line or whatever. Your wig company can be my wig closet. In the event that that's your brand, you can have my wig closet t-shirts, and whatever your slogan is, you can make the what my wig closet hats and all of that. So in that, sit and identify how many different industries you can use your initial plan for, and so that that way you give yourself a better setup for success. Okay. So after you do that, that's when you can begin to research what the monetary value for that product or service is, what the average value is. After you research what the average value looks like, you have to then this is when comparison is healthy. You have to sit and compare. Okay, if their price for their book is $25 a book, this is my first book. I might not be as qualified of a writer as this author. So because of that, do I really want to charge $25 for a book, or do I want to start with Audible or start with a $20 book or $15 book? What, you know? So that's where comparison is healthy, because you don't want to have the same prices as a vet in the game, because they're going to look at you like, who do you think you are? And you don't want that. You don't want that. You definitely want to solve their problem. You want to correlate your value properly, but you also want to make sure you're not overstepping the boundaries of your process and where you are in your process. Because you don't want to, again, you don't want to have the same prices of the vets in the game when you are not a vet. Okay. So after you research the average price, that's when you can consider the monetary value of your talent, of your gift, and see how you price that, how you correlate the value to that, and be able and be prepared to effectively correlate that value, because you don't at all want to say, okay, I sell wigs, I sell hair, or I'm an author, I sell this book, but you don't know who the book is beneficial to. You don't know how to correlate just the level of solution that that book is to the ideal problem of your ideal client or your ideal audience. So because of that, being able to correlate that is really, it's ideal, it's crucial, it's needed, it's necessary. Okay. So step 5, develop a revenue model. Develop a revenue model by making and defining the company's income streams, and create a plan to manage and grow that when the time comes. So the revenue model is specifically how you plan on making your money. Yes, you have a business, but in that business, you're going to need to finance it. And to whoever a potential investor could be, they're going to ask, okay, what's your revenue model? How do you plan on making your money in the first month, the first quarter, in the first year? What does that look like? Paint me a picture. You want to be able to successfully paint that picture. So you want to say, just like in my business, I started with one-on-one coaching sessions. But in those one-on-one coaching sessions, I realized if I offer digital products that actually solve the problem of the consistent problems that I'm seeing, then I can reach way more people at a time. If I actually start a YouTube channel, of course, eventually you get monetized on YouTube, but that's a level of resources where I'm able to reach way more people and help more people at a time. One-on-one coaching is great, but as I grow, I won't have time to do one-on-one coaching every so often. So in my first quarter, I'm going to focus on one-on-one coaching. Second quarter, I'm focusing on digital products. Third quarter, I'm focusing on YouTube. Fourth quarter, I'm focusing on growing all of those, transitioning out of one, maybe taking one-on-one coaching to group coaching, so that way I can still solve my problem of helping as many women and men as possible to turn their gifts and talents into monetary dreams and goals, and make those dreams and goals their reality. Okay, so developing a revenue model is simply the idea of knowing what you're doing, knowing how you're going to make your money, and being able to effectively communicate that on the spot. Okay. Also, it's the concept of managing that money and growing from that starting point. So it's a couple pillars in the revenue model aspect. I may even do another video, matter of fact. I'll write that down. Revenue model. Like I say, I want to help. I want to serve. I'm here for you guys. I do it for you. I do it for myself as well. As I teach you guys, I also have to have balance between sharing the knowledge I have and also being a student and educating myself so I and my business can continue to grow. So in that, I'll create this video, but I want you guys to understand the same way I'm investing in you guys, I have to continue to invest in myself. So in that, I'll make the video for sure. I'll add that to the list, but I can't tell you when it's going to drop because I have to make time to do it all. I have to have balance, okay? So, number 6, design a platform and begin working on your brand so that you can actually sell the offer once it's monetized. So these are the steps to give you the idea on what monetizing this gift and talent looks like. In the event that you're like, you know what, you gave me so much information that I'm considering this, please go to the considering entrepreneurship video after this, because there are steps in that I don't have here. So make sure you go and check the other videos in the entrepreneurship series, because that is what's going to give you guys the full setup. I have some of the information here, some of the information there, but as long as you're diligent on this channel, you will not miss any steps. You won't. I make sure I actually have a board right here. I'm not going to show you guys my board because I don't want you to know what all is on it. But I have a board literally right next to me here in my office where I'm able to sit back and say, okay, in my mission of coaching men and women on how to monetize their gifts and talents and transform those dreams into their jobs, that's my mission. That is my mission statement. So every single day, every week, and every month, I take a step back out of my daily to-do list, checklist. I take a step back out of that and I sit and reevaluate whether or not I'm fulfilling the actual mission that I'm trying to fulfill. So in that, I'm definitely committed to you guys. I definitely plan on making sure I don't miss steps, so you won't miss steps, so you guys have a great setup for success, because in the event that you don't, my job is not done. And I want to do my job as effectively as possible. So in that, please know that if it's something that's missed here, it's definitely in another video. If it's something you just haven't seen me talk about yet, leave it in the comments below. I'm always in my comments. I'm always in my DMs. You can always find me on Instagram at Cornisha J. You can find me on Facebook at Cornisha Jones, and you can DM me anytime on either one of those platforms. And I definitely make videos, create content based on the DMs that I get on Instagram and Facebook after I respond to you guys. So, in that, I'm committed. I said all of that to say I'm committed to your success. So, number 6 was design a platform to brand and sell your offer, because I got a little bit off topic. So, design a platform to brand and sell your offer. Number 7, create effective marketing strategies. Oh my gosh. Definitely look forward to the marketing video. Truthfully speaking, I did not yet put out the marketing video because I was going to make that a course. However, it was put on my heart to not make it a course. So what I'm going to do is put the marketing video out. However, the level of content and the level of work that I put into that marketing video, I can't guarantee how long it's going to be on the channel, because one day I'm going to pull it and make it into a course. So in that, I'm committed to you guys. I'm going to give you guys that free knowledge for now. But eventually it will be gone. I'm telling you now, it will be gone because I put work into that, real work. So create an effective marketing strategy for your business. Make sure you specify that marketing strategy to your business, because like I say, you do not at all want to be that person that's marketing the way that a high level business that's in the season of growth. You don't want to market the way they're marketing when you're in the season of planting your seeds. So be specific about how you market and what works. Recalibrate it as you go, which you can find that in the marketing series as well, in that marketing video. Number 8, define your mission and purpose while you're reiterating who your offer is for. Okay, so the same way you hear me, I've purposely said the same statement over and over because I knew I was going to get to this point in this live, and I wanted to prove a point. I've probably said 4 or 5 times now in this video that I coach men and women on how to monetize their gifts and talents and transform their dreams into their job. I've said that multiple times because that is my mission statement. That is my purpose. That is the reason that a few months ago I declined an offer to go into corporate America that would genuinely solve all of my financial problems, and some. It would have done that. However, I would have been sad because I created a mission and purpose for myself that was bigger than just me, and that would have been me making a selfish decision to solve my problem when I want to solve the problem for me and plenty others. So in my sacrifice of turning down that offer, I had to get specific about who I am, what I do, and who I do it for. And I encourage you guys to do that as well, because on days where you're sick, on days where you're tired, on days where you're dealing with that war between anxiety and other things, mental health issues, you'd have a reason and a purpose for getting the job done. And I know just a few days ago, I was just talking to my partner, and I was telling him, like, you know what? Yesterday was a high level anxiety day for me, and it was a struggle, and I had to recalibrate every single day. I mean, honestly, every single hour in that day, simply because it was just high level. It was a battle that specific day. However, in that battle, I still worked on my fitness. I still worked on my on creating content and recording videos. I still did all of those things simply because I vowed to be a demonstration while walking you guys through the process. So in becoming the happiest version of me, I'm choosing to get a little bit more weight off of me. In becoming the happiest version of me, I'm choosing to tap into a mission and purpose that's bigger than just me. Yes, I coach people. Yes, I get paid $60 a coaching session. That's my hourly rate. However, as you see, I give away the game for free as is. So the coaching sessions really are even more detailed, and they're even more of pouring into somebody and helping somebody get to where they want to be. So really who I am is a servant. It's just on some aspects of serving, it covers my salary. Okay. So please know to define your mission and purpose while reiterating who your offer is for, because that's what's going to keep you going. I don't know if I've said this in a video or not. I don't remember. But I'm going to read something to you guys. And this is on my board that's in my office with all of the content that I have planned to make sure I'm walking you guys through the process step by step. So, on this board, to help me stay motivated in this journey, it says, the reward for discipline is never instant. The reward is that over time you gain more strength in habits that elevate your spirit. Discipline towards business building habits start in the mind. A change of perception can only be permanent when you actively pursue it daily. The price of not having business building habits is that your results will be 100% dependent on how you feel that day instead of consistent growth and consistent stability. Changing your habits equals changing your mind. Changing your mind equals changing your life. So every single day when I come in and I'm like, okay, I've recorded this video, I'm going to post it and I'm going to create content regarding this topic so that I could do this video. Excuse me. In the event that I'm checking off my list every single day, I read that every single day. And I remind myself every single day that what I do is based on the discipline, is based on the mission, is based on the purpose. And in the event that I'm not consistent in my discipline, in the event that I'm not consistent in my growth, my business success is going to be based on my emotions. And we all know as humans, our emotions can fluctuate as often as minute by minute, hour by hour. So because of that, why would I want to base the success of my business off of my emotions? Truthfully speaking, why would I want to do that? So in that, yes, discipline is necessary. Knowing your purpose is necessary. Knowing your mission is necessary, especially if you feel like your business is bigger than you. And once you get to the place of sacrifice and you've actually sacrificed for that business, oh, it's a wrap. Once you sacrifice for your business, it's a wrap. That's when the confidence is elevated. That's when the consistency is elevated. That's when your will to say no to distractions, that's when that elevates. That's when it's easy to say, girl, no, I can't do that. Now, you know, I got to go home and record that video. No, I can't do that. Girl, I know my sister called me like 2 weeks ago to pick up her dog. And I did it simply because I already had my content created for that day. Had I not had my content created for that day, over with is what she would have been, okay? And she knows it, and I hope she sees this. So in that, I'm telling you now, you have to be consistent and you have to be purposeful about your purpose and your mission, because that's what it's all about. Last but not least, After defining your mission and your purpose, that's when you can become operational in selling your offer. So, in that, whether you're selling your offer via Facebook, I've seen people literally start a boutique by selling clothes via Facebook. And once they got so profitable, that's when they were able to take their online boutique via Facebook into a building and take that profit from that building and create their website. So it's a process to entrepreneurship. You cannot at all look at somebody's success and say, oh, they got a website, they got a building, they have an office space, and they have a corporate vehicle, like a business vehicle, a commercial vehicle. You can't get intimidated by that because they probably got the commercial vehicle just a month ago. The business, their family could have helped donate to them to help them get that. So you genuinely never know. You genuinely never ever know. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone is like going. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of monetizing your gift, monetizing your talent. That's how you can evaluate where you are, how the quality of your gifts and talent, how that quality is, how it shows up to not only you but to others. Look at the quality of your end result of your product versus the end result of somebody else's product. Look at how you can deliver. I know a lot of coaches who are online, and now that I'm a full-time coach, it's like, oh my gosh, they are online saying all the same stuff, and the authenticity is missing. There's so many different things that are like, you all just blend in, and you don't want to be that business owner that just blend in with everybody. That's where your personality comes into play. That's where your creativity comes into play. That's when you come into play. And we all know when you're in front of that camera, when you are even in front of a live audience, they can see through the facade. They can see through the facade. So it's imperative that we get intentional about what we do, get intentional about why we do it, be honest with ourselves so that we can be honest with our audience, so that we can grow. We can attract the audience that's out there waiting on us to do what we're supposed to be doing and be successful. I'm Cornisha. I'm your purpose and personal development coach. I'm so honored to be in front of you guys doing this every single day. If you to make sure you miss absolutely nothing from me, please find me on Facebook. My name is Cornisha Jones. Find me on Instagram _Cornisha J. I post different things on different sites simply because different audiences have different expectations from me. So, in the event that you're looking for anything specific or you're looking for consistent, hey, I need this, don't depend on me. Don't depend on my voice. Don't depend on me pouring into you, but depend on the knowledge, depend on the resources and the tools that I share. Use those as references, and from there you will grow. I love you guys so much. Until next time, I am going to end this live. If you have any topics, comments, concerns, DM me on Facebook, DM me on Instagram, or leave a comment below. And until next time, that is all. Thank you guys so much, and I will check in with you later. Okay.